Hey guys. Okay, so I've decided I need to read y'all a book every day because that's what you're used to in class. So the book I picked to read today is one that Maggie Sellers got me from the book fair. And Maggie, I'm so proud of you. You wrote your name on the back of that for me. It's called Henry Hodges Needs a Friend. And we say friend like this. And Henry would be Henry. Henry needs a friend. We all need a friend, don't we? And let's see, it says Andy Andrews was the author. That means he wrote the words. And Colleen Madden was the illustrator. So she drew all these wonderful pictures. Let's see what's going to happen in our book about Henry Hodges Needs a Friend. That gives us a clue right there, doesn't it? There's a dog collar. So I'm wondering, is Henry a dog or is Henry a boy that needs a dog? We got to turn the page to find out what the answer is, right? So like always, I'm going to read the words and then I'm going to show you the pictures. You ready? I want you to. And for those of you who don't know what that means in sign language, that means pay attention. No talking. Henry Hodges was one of the loneliest boys. No friends lived near him, and he did not like toys. There was never a soul for young Henry to meet. His house was the last on a long dead-end street. So while I'm reading this, I want you to listen for rhyming words because I just heard a couple of them. So let's look at the picture. Here he is. Henry is sitting out on the steps in front of his house. He's got a great tire swing. I'm wondering, why is he not in that tire swing? And why is he not climbing that tree? I bet some friends would come over if they heard him doing those things. But he looks pretty lonely. Let's see if we can find the rhyming words. He was one of the loneliest boys. No friends lived near him. He didn't like toys. So boys and toys rhyme. On this page, it said, there was never a soul for young Henry to meet. His house was the last on a long dead-end street. So meet and street. Now when I'm reading it, whoever's sitting there with you, see if you can hear the words and tell them the rhyming words. That'll keep you in good practice for when you get to come back to school. So let's turn the page. Henry wandered outside to his old tire swing just to wonder what boredom this new day would bring. But his mother's eyes twinkled. Don't worry, don't fret. A friend's what you need, so a friend is what you'll get. Nobody likes to be bored. And look, he got on the tire swing, but he still looks pretty bored to me. He must be one of those kind of kids that's like me. I need a lot of friends around me. I just love to be around all y'all every day. Keep praying that pretty soon we'll all be back together every day. Son, you are special, Father said with a grin. We'll look high and look low for the perfect new friend. It won't be a loud boy or a nice girl we'll find, but a pet who, like you, is one of a kind. So look, they're sitting down having their lunch or supper. I see some salad. I spy milk, and in Espanol we call that leche. You all know, Miss Janelle says, no me gusta la leche. Me gusta salad, me gusta bread. And he's eating his salad, so he's eating healthy, huh? One of a kind, Henry thought. What could that be? A kitten who barks? Or a pig who climbs trees? What? Could it be a big hamster who flies through the air? Or a turtle who sings and has wild, wavy hair. There we go. There's a kitten saying, arf, arf, arf. There's a hamster flying through the air like a superhero. And the turtle is singing, you get me out of my shell. Don't you love these silly books? Maggie, thank you for getting this one for us. Perhaps a goldfish with antlers, or a cool purple fox. Hey, a goat with 10 legs that looks funny in socks. A fish with antlers. A cool purple fox. And I guess they put sunglasses on him like Hudson likes to wear to look cool. And 10 legs. How many legs do animals usually have? Tell that to whoever's sitting there with you, how many they usually have. Which would I choose? Henry thought with a laugh. A joke-telling beaver or a short-necked giraffe? The beaver's got a microphone and he says, so how much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Practice saying that. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? It's called a tongue twister. And you know, other than my dog and my cats, that's my very favorite animal. But he's not going to be able to reach too many leaves up high in a tree with a short neck like that, is he? And see, deers do have antlers. Like giraffes, I meant to say giraffes have antlers like deers, but not fish. A porcupine with quills that are softer than silk, or a cow for my backpack who gives chocolate milk. Silk is real soft, slinky fabric, like what nightgowns are made out of. Can you imagine what my face would look like if you came to school with a cow in your backpack? A figure skating hippo would be really nice, but he'd eat way too much and break through the ice. Did you hear the rhyming words? Uh-oh, it's starting to crack. I think hippo knows because he's going. And look, see those white dots on there? It's Henry smiled and kept trying to figure it out. A one-of-a-kind friend, well, he had his doubts. A shelter for animals, that's a great place to look. There he'd search for a pet, every cranny and nook. That means he's going to look in all the little small hiding places too. He's going to look everywhere. So out here, this is like where I got my dog Lita. It was a shelter, and they had an outside area like this with a fence so the helpers could walk the dogs. And then inside, they have all these different cages and things that they keep the animals in. And then you go and pick out the one you want and you adopt it and you take it home, just like I did Lita. And look, there's his mom and dad with him, and they're going into the animal shelter. And so Henry looked. He explored every hall, when finally his search ended once and for all. There, curled in a corner, covered up in brown spots, was the loneliest pup, just filled with sad thoughts. Pero es triste. As Henry sat down, the pup jumped in his lap, and the boy stated proudly, "Your new name is Hap. It's a nickname for happy. And that's just what you'll be. You'll have a friend always now that you're with me." He's got posters up. This one says, "Your new best friend." And he's got one over here with a kitty cat, or gato, that says, "Cats can be very sneaky." Now look at Henry's face and how much different it looks than it did at the beginning of the book. He's happy now. Wonder what he's saying to his new friend. friend Hap. And look at Hap. He doesn't look triste anymore. He looks happy. Then Henry hugged Hap, and they rolled on the ground, the air filled with laughing and slobbery sounds. Hap licked Henry's ears and his mouth and his nose. Hap chewed the boy's shoestrings and nibbled his toes. Look at both of them. Does that make your heart happy? Because that makes me happy to see a little boy not sad anymore and a puppy that's not sad anymore. Or triste. Henry now had his friend and was lonely no more. Once there were 3 Hodges, that's their last name, and now there were 4. So they had Henry, his mom, his dad, and now Hap. You have 3 plus 1 equals 4. If we're lonely or sad, God knows just what we need. And for Henry, his Hap was the best choice indeed. So right now, with us not being together, you get a little lonely for your friends at school, and just like I get lonely for all of you elephants. Henry used to be lonely and sad, but God knew what he needed and he gave him a friend. And God knows we need to all get back to school. So we're going to keep praying and asking him to make it as soon as possible. Now to me that looks like they went to my favorite place, just like in our book yesterday they showed the beach. Must be a lot of people's favorite places, because there they are. They've got shovels and buckets, and he's got a stick to play fetch with Hap. And that looks like water. Henry didn't need a funny pet, colored yellow or blue, but a one-of-a-kind friend, just like your friends need you. Look, he got so tired he went to sleep, just like that. And his doggy made a place on his rug to sleep in his room with him. And you know, that just says it all right there. Your friends need you. We love being in the elephant class together, don't we, guys? And we all need each other. And pretty soon, we're all gonna have, I tell you what, when we get back, everybody all together, we're gonna have a party. We will have one big special party as a welcome back to school party, okay? And that was the end. So, Maggie, again, thank you for this book, and good job on writing your name on there. I want y'all to keep practicing writing and sounding out words and counting things, and get outside and have a lot of fun. And I'll pick out another book tomorrow to read to you again, because I love you and I miss you. I cannot tell you that enough, how much I love and miss you. And mwah, mwah, mwah.